Pet Food Express is sponsoring the following show for the purposes of educating local pet owners and to encourage the adoption of homeless Bay Area pets. Tonight, along with tips from our experts Sue Tassa and Dr. Aaron Troy, we're going virtual. Join us as we take a tour of virtualpetadoption.com and learn how this website has changed the lives of many shelter animals. It's Pets Around the Bay.
Our local animal shelters and humane societies face a tremendous challenge each year with tens of thousands of animals winding up in their facilities. They have a responsibility to the public and they have a responsibility to these animals, and they take both very seriously. Tonight, we're going to learn about some of the more creative programs these facilities have developed to help more animals in need and to educate the public about animal welfare at the same time. Dr. Ian Dunbar is traveling, so tonight we're going to introduce a new segment on pet nutrition. Please welcome our expert, Sue Tassa.
It's time for the Nutrition Tip of the Week with our expert, Sue Tassa.
If your dog's scratching and shedding a lot, it may be time to look at the condition of their skin and coat. I like to attack the problem from the inside and the outside. First, increase the number of brushing sessions and try adding a rubber brush. They're great for circulation. Add a nice, soothing conditioner at the end of a bath. Now look at their diet. Improving their diet is obvious in skin and coat. If you're already feeding a high-quality diet, it might be time to supplement. Essential fatty acids are key. Try using salmon oil. A whole food supplement looks for vitamins like A, C, E, and biotin. Simple tricks like this will help improve your pet's skin and coat and help them to feel more comfortable.
In 2000, it was really determined that there had to be a better way to get out to the public all these fantastic shelter animals, dogs, cats, hamsters, rabbits, birds, everything that were in shelters and available for adoption. So East Bay SPCA partnered with Pet Food Express to create a first ever website of its kind, Virtual Pet Adoptions. Partnerships included shelters all around the Bay Area, and it allowed folks from the comfort of their home to take a look and see by criterion what sort of animals were available at each shelter. You can select by breed, by gender, age, weight, color, anything. Find dogs or cats, hamsters or birds that matches your needs and head down to that shelter to meet them.
We actually went on Virtual Pet Adopter about 6 years ago. We found Minx. She was at the San Leandro shelter. We called them. We went down there, we got her, she's our dream dog, she's great, well behaved, she was trained and everything, and it was really easy using a Virtual Pet Adopter.
We encourage anybody who has decided that the time is right to add a new pet to their life to log on to virtualpetadoptions.com and take a look for themselves.
A shelter dog is a great thing to do. One, you're rescuing an animal, and also Minx turned out to be the perfect dog. She was already trained, perfectly behaved. She's really sweet, she's just a great addition to our family. And I think there's a lot of dogs like that at the shelter, and people will be surprised about what great animals they have down there.
Greg is going to join me now, and we're going to take a look at some of the great cats and dogs that we have available on Virtual Pet Adoptions. We have Charlotte, a beautiful black lab mix. We have some very nice little Chihuahua mixes. We have Coco, a wonderful pit bull, and we have Ginger, one of my favorites, a boxer mix who's been with us nearly a year.
My experience with Minx and Virtual Pet Adoption has actually sparked my interest in pursuing a career in veterinary medicine. So one day I could help out and do what I love.
Virtual Pet Adoptions has proven very beneficial also to smaller rescue groups who don't have the benefit of a shelter. We're always making improvements on this site, and we really hope and encourage rescue groups out there to join us and join this network of Virtual Pet Adoptions to help get their animals into the great forever homes. And we are very happy to say that this has been very successful. We have just celebrated over 50,600 animal adoptions as of this year, and we hope to see this success continue into the future.
It's time for our weekly vet visit with Dr. Aaron Troy.
I'm here today in Walnut Creek at Pet Food Express answering some questions. Our next question is from Lauren and Juicy. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
What's your question today?
My question is it all right to give a puppy a grain-free diet?
Had you tried that with Juicy?
Yes, I have.
Grain-free is kind of a popular thing right now, but really we have to get back to basics, and grain isn't bad for everybody. And I generally ask people to put their puppy on a well-balanced diet that contains a good supply of protein and carbohydrates. And grains are a good source of carbohydrates. So my philosophy on a diet is, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I generally will switch a dog to a grain-free diet if I think it's in their best interest.
The grain-free diet did give her loose stool. What should I add to her food to help firm up her stool, and how much should I add to her daily diet?
That's a good question. You know, a lot of us, when we are faced with an otherwise healthy dog with a soft stool, we might resort to a bland diet, and that generally is something like chicken and rice. Rice is a carbohydrate. It's a good binder. For dogs that tolerate it, it can really help solidify a soft stool. Generally, for a dog her size, we would say somewhere between a half cup and a cup, and to do it 2 to 3 times a day. Whether you mix it with something like chicken, feed it on its own, or maybe even a little cottage cheese will depend on how she's feeling and what advice your veterinarian might give you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us tonight on Pets Around the Bay. If you'd like more information about tonight's show or are considering adopting a homeless pet, please visit petfoodexpress.com.
Pets Around the Bay was brought to you by VIP Pet Care Services and by Dick Van Patten's Natural Balance Dog Food.